Hello and welcome to GRE Mnemonics video number 8. Before we start, let's do a quick recap of GRE Mnemonic video number 7. If you haven't already seen it, here is the link for it in the description box. The words were dean, didactic, impugn, demulsion, and demeanor. Today, we will be learning and understanding these new set of GRE words using a short story. The head of a giant domino company in Africa was steering his employees into a screw well. A missing accountant from this company had encountered an animal who had snatched her calculator or calci. She had a pair of diamond rings in her possession, which looked alike yet were different. A giraffe in the search party for the missing accountant had his head stuck deeply in the earth crust when he went thirsty. A crazy turkey who wanted to rule the jungle was hungry for unrestricted power. All right, let's learn the words individually. Domineer. The clue was a domino and a screw wheel. By domineer, we mean rule or exercise power in cruel manner. It means having a strong tendency to try to control other people without taking their feelings into consideration. Here, the domino and the screw wheel rule or exercise power in a cruel way. Example sentence: he doesn't domineer, preferring to lead by inspiration rather than by intimidation. Here, the woman officer didn't prefer domineering or dominating. She preferred to lead by inspiration rather than by scaring or intimidating. Inimical. The clue is an unfriendly animal snatching a calci. Inimical means unfriendly or hostile. The word inimical, one finds both a friend and an enemy. The word descends from Latin inimicus, which combines amicus, meaning friend, with the negative prefix in, meaning not. In current English, it is generally used to describe forces, concepts, or situations that are in some way harmful or hostile. Inimicus is also an ancestor of enemy, whereas amicus gave us the much more congenial word amicable, meaning friendly or peaceful, or amiable, meaning friendly. So visualize inimical. Our accountant is scared here from the hostile attitude of the animal. Example sentence: high inflation may be called inimical to economic growth. Here, high price rises is often detrimental to economic growth. Laws designed to enhance national security at times turn out to be inimical to cherished freedoms. Here, certain laws are often hostile towards the freedom of the normal citizen. The next word is doublet. Picture a pair of diamond rings. It means a pair of like things. It means a set of two identical or similar things. For example, a thrown dice with the same pattern appearing on the top side. It means one of a pair specifically. So one of two or more words such as diamond and adamant in the same language derived by different routes of transmission from the same source. So the word diamond and adamant have the same source, yet they are used differently, often referring to an adamant heart. It also has roots and means uh, 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 the man's close-fitting jacket worn by Europe, especially during the Renaissance period. Visualize doublet, a pair of like things. Example sentence: a doublet is a pair of words having different phonological forms and often different meanings. So the two words have different spoken versions, yet and also have different meanings. Many doublets and triplets combine words of Old English, Germanic, Latin, and Norman French origins. For example, shadow, shade, gallop, wallop, diamond, adamant, and frail and fragile. The next word is ingraft. The clue was a giraffe with its head stuck in earth. Ingraft means to set or implant deeply and firmly. To graft from one plant to another for propagation. For example, engrafting a peach on a plum. It also means to implant surgically. To visualize engraft a giraffe with its head stuck. God's expectations of right behavior are engrafted onto the human heart because we were made in the moral image of God. So here, the right behavior is deeply implanted in human heart. The castle rises from the point of a headland and its foundations are engrafted into a bare grey rock. So here, castle has its foundations deeply implanted on a bare grey rock. Our last word for today is autarky. Clue is picture a power-hungry turkey. Autarky means unrestricted power. Autarky is a Greek word which means self-rule. Autarky is a political system governed by a single individual. It refers to unlimited rule. Picture a turkey who is power hungry. Autarky as in unrestricted power. Example sentence. The fact is, what collapsed in the Soviet Union was not socialism, but the Stalinist system of national economic autarky. So here, the Stalinist system of closed economy or autarky led to the collapse of the Soviet Union. The end of the Cold War was in many respects a victory for open trade versus autarky. So here, as the Cold War ended, it opened the gates for open trade versus the closed economy or autarky. Time for quiz. Do you remember the word which means one of a pair of like things? Hope we got it right. Do you remember the meaning for the word inimical? I'm sure you would have got this too. Do you remember the word as well as the meaning associated with this mnemonic? All right, I hope you got all three of them correct. In case you haven't, go through the video again. Let us know about your experience here. Till we meet next with our next set of GRE words. Thank you.